Hi, my name is Lisa Riley, and I'll be doing my persuasive speech on creating a community garden. If you take a look around most neighborhoods throughout the United States, you'll see a change. Not an ordinary change, but a change for the better. A green change. A lot of neighborhoods are taking on the challenge and commitment to grow a community garden. Now, I'm sure you're asking, why a community garden? And the answer to this question is, why not? According to the American Community Garden Association, the ACGA, their broad definition of what a community garden entails is, it can be urban, suburban, or rural. You can grow flowers, vegetables, fresh fruits, or a community. It can be one community plot, or it can be many individual plots. There are many benefits in growing a community garden, such as it beautifies the neighborhood, it produces nutritious foods, they conserve resources, reduce crime, and preserve green space, just to name a few. As I previously mentioned before, it takes commitment to create a community garden. So let me give you some of the good, the bad, and the ugly of creating a community garden. These are some pros and cons in taking on this challenge. Pros. Land. Living in the city can be hard on a gardener because of the lack of space. Nowadays, there are many rooftop gardens in most urban areas. This seems to work out perfectly for areas where there are not many plots available. Cons. Land. Many community gardens have a waiting list up to a year, so it's difficult to obtain a plot. Pros. Tools. Gardening can be very expensive if you have to purchase tools to get your garden started. At a community garden, you can borrow tools, which will help you save a lot of money. Check with your local home improvement store to see if they have a program that will assist you in getting the tools you need. Cons. Tools. With constant use and normal wear and tear, tools don't last very long and always aren't replaced immediately. Starting out, some gardens have more money than others to replace tools. Pro. Water. Some community gardens have free or significantly reduced prices for their water. Cons. Water. If a community garden charges for water, the fees can add up. Pro. Community. Community gardens are great building bonds amongst gardeners and neighbors. Seasoned green thumbs can share tips with those who aren't so good or beginners at gardening. Cons. Community. Many times you want to spend a long time in your garden, but community gardens don't have much privacy. All of these great tips were found on bargainbabe.com. Another benefit of having a community garden is that you can create your own compost. With many people concerned about the earth and doing their part to go green, what a great way and starting point to do your part in helping the planet. And it doesn't stop there. Having a community garden in your area can revitalize your neighborhood as well as offset your food purchases from the grocery store. I remember seeing a show on the Food Network where a restaurateur grows his own fruits, vegetables, and herbs to offer his customers fresher ingredients. He stated that there was a huge difference in his recipes when using homegrown ingredients. And did you know that having a community garden in the city can reduce the heat from the street and parking lots? Wow, right? I would have never thought that having a garden would make such a huge difference, but it does. And the list goes on and on about the benefits of having a community garden. They really touch many facets of life in many positive ways. The first step in creating a community garden is seeing what plot and or vacancies are available. Next, you will have to contact your local state office to see who owns the plot you're interested in getting for your garden. Then you can go around and talk with your neighbors to see who will be interested in gardening with you. But most importantly, having the mindset to do it, staying committed, and having a general love in what you're doing, as well as having fun, and then just watch how your garden will grow and blossom. You will be the envy of all your neighbors.